strong.org. The county's put $3 million in, but we're working with partners. Just last week, Gilead gave us $1 million. That's amazing. That's my baby in the background. That's what quarantine looks like nowadays, two years old.
Oh, yeah, we've all become good at homeschooling and daycare, and we're all going to be amazing chefs.
Well, I just thought it was appropriate. My kid has incredible lungs. So we're looking at this fund as really a tool to help people. And so whether it goes to nonprofits, whether it goes to small businesses, it's really, really encouraging. And so that's one of the things that we're doing. The most important thing is we have a shelter in place. And so reinforcing to people that there is a shelter in place and that they should stay home. That being said, there are other states now that are looking at lifting that. Right. And so it's a very, very tough choice if you're an elected official, right? Mm-hmm. Right. On one hand, you want to make sure that people remain safe in their home and people are quarantining themselves so we don't have the spread of the virus. But we're running up against, unfortunately, is all these unemployment claims, people trying to pay the bills, people who used to work 2 and 3 jobs, but it's not even affecting them. It's affecting them, but also affecting the middle class.
Yeah,
and so
definitely.
We're going to have some tough decisions as policymakers on how we deal with that, and it's a difficult choice. And so these are some of the issues that we face. I know in your world, it's a lot different, right? It's a lot different in how you show a home and do those sort of things.
Yeah, we've all had to make changes, that's for sure, right? We've all had to adjust it. And, as someone put it to me really great last week, that, our business, I think, affects 27 other small businesses, right? Because when a sale of a home happens and you have all these other people that are involved in the sale, the title people and the lender people and the people that come to clean the homes and the painters and, et cetera, et cetera. So, it's just really a whole community of workers or business people that has been affected by all of this. There's no doubt, right? And we're all getting a little bit better at Zoom, or at least we're trying. I just now started recording this, so I missed your great greeting, but we'll take care of that towards the middle part. But yeah, definitely, we've all had to make changes and adjust. So besides it, you mentioned a positive outcome from this is that the sense of community. What other positive changes have you seen, or what changes do you think will be coming down the pike as we go further and further into this?
Well, one of the things I'm working extraordinarily hard on, it'll benefit your members and it'll benefit just the community in general. We've done a lot to take care of the renters and the tenants, but we've done little to help the homeowner. And so I think we really, I had put forth legislation. Unfortunately, there was little support on it. But what can we do to help people really with their mortgages? And, the CARES Act, which is the federal government, they really have to see what we can do to help folks, additionally with their mortgage. That's extending the term for a year. That's good. But I think, Debbie, what really, you talk about Zoom, and I laugh because I didn't know what Zoom was before the quarantine. And so we're learning all these new technologies. We're learning to communicate. But I want to leave you with this one thought, and it struck me. And organizationally, the County of San Mateo, we have about 5,500 workers that work for us. What we've learned from this is that people can work from home and be productive.
Yeah.
Right? And so the old way of thinking was, okay, you have to be in the office, you have to do this, you have to do that. Well, now with technology, and obviously there's software, and we can monitor how people are doing, whether it's taking calls regarding, if it's, Medi-Cal or Medicare or whatever the issue is. That is really an interesting paradigm now, because now we can look at our workforce and say, okay, maybe we don't need everyone to come to work. And the benefit of that is less traffic on Highway 101, right? So it's,
right.
It's these sort of things where in adversity, we're challenged and our ideas are challenged, right? And so
Absolutely.
constantly learning, constantly saying, wow, we can now work from home. And you could have worked from home before, but now I think from a county's perspective, that's a real, that's a real thing that we're looking at, because we're starting to see some great results.
So I know you're very busy, and we sure appreciate you being here with us today, even just for a few minutes to say hello. What words of advice, parting words of advice or recommendations or wisdom could you impart to the team?
I would just say the American dream is buying a home, and you're a part of that, right? And so whether it's a first-time home buyer, whether it's someone who maybe owns small properties, you're a part of that, and that's what sort of defines what this area is and what our country is about, is the dream of home ownership. And so you have that within yourselves, and right now there may be opportunities like we saw in terms of working at home that may come upon you. And so tough times don't last forever. We know that. But a reinvention of yourself, your skill set, and being ready for what future market conditions are and being prepared for that, it's a pretty exciting time for your field.
Well, thank you for continuing to be a big support to real estate. We truly appreciate you, David. And we want to continue all the best wishes for continued success, and please stay well.
Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate the opportunity. And to all those realtors, go get them.
All right. Take care now.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.